I might spend a minor amount of time pulling in some people real quick. See if I can get any takers. Cause it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done one of these. The plan for today, I don't know if you can hear my cat. The plan for today is I've been learning Japanese, and I think, spending so much time on it, I was like, man, I should find a way to do some content related to what I'm spending my time on. I want to show you guys how I go through practicing my Japanese, just throwing myself at content. I wonder if my cat's picking up. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Just checking. Just checking all my stuff. So far, so good. Alright, so what we have here, これは音ゲー用言。音ゲー用言という意味は何ですか? Rhythm game vocabulary. 用言 is terminology, maybe. Vocabulary. It's kind of close. 音ゲー, sound game. Let me see if I can trick some people into hopping in this. It's all about who you know. I know a couple people. Just maybe. Let's see. Of course, it's only after I start that I'm like, where did all my links go? Ugh. It's alright. It's just me in here. Unless you're in here, let me know. But I think for now, what do we got? Just the idea that... Okay, so I'm multi-streaming. I should stop bumping my mic. Alright, I'm multi-streaming, and it's all fun and games until you realize... There we go. You need to plug both things. Plug each channel, as it were. It's all cute until you forget you need both of those. Let's post this over here. Just a couple people I actually know. Just the folks I think I can trust to grill me ever so lightly. Probably one other spot I might try. And that's the Iro no Iro na Nihongo. I don't know them as well, but there is a self-work spot. Alright, so let's get it started. それでも始め。音ゲー用言とめました。音ゲー用言まとめました。まとめました。Oh, collect.
まとめる。専門用語。
専門用語。Technical terms. 専門用語が多くて大変。That's close. Let's give this first one a click from Gadget Unique. Let me see if this is big enough for everybody. It's gonna be a lot of English starting out. I would love for one day I get good enough that I start just talking all in Japanese for this. But for early days, we just gonna take it as is. Let's, yeah, a little bigger. Yeah, soda. 音ゲー用言まとめました。Just heard this. It's gonna be a lot of repetition. 専門用語. 専門用語. Let me talk a little bit about what I'm doing or how I do it. The plan for me is to use pop-up dictionaries. I got my Yomitan stuffed to the gills. I have every dictionary. I have custom CSS. I'm ready, right? Big fan Anki integration. Although you won't see it, I will be adding cards to Anki if I feel I want to see it later. For me, I tried doing some of the default stuff. I tried doing Kaishi 1.5. I tried doing Jomako grammar. Those were okay, but at a certain point, I just realized. Well, I did complete Jomako, but that's a lot shorter of a list. But Kaishi, I maybe got 500 characters in it. I'm like, this isn't really pertinent, this isn't something I'm feeling connected to. So I binged Kiradali, came out the other end saying I just need to jump into Japanese and collect whatever words actually interest me. Let's hear this again. 専門用語が多くて大変. I think it's a lot. Maybe I will, even though it is very true that we should not be, thinking, translating constantly. On the flip side, I am interested in being a translator, so I want to do as much of the thinking in Japanese as possible, but also do some beginner attempts at what it might mean to translate some of this stuff, because it's very different. If the one thing I realize, Japanese, they are not lying when they say Japanese is essentially a wholly different language fundamentally, because I'm pretty sure this is like, what's that? Sentan yogo? 専門用語が多くて大変. Why 多くて? Oh, because te is just connecting it. Okay.
Go.
The te is just, it's a lot and terribly. See, like we would have said it's very much or it's awfully many, but I guess they put it after. 多くて大変. Good to know. We're gonna scan a little bit. 広告 advertisement? 広告ゲーム2023年4月
好き.
Oh, I don't have the thing that lets me let me go off screen real quick. I have a thing that stops. I have this setting that does not scan non-Japanese, and I'm now aware that I might want that.
読む.
Let me tweak that right now live. Okay. Because now I know a lot of the time numbers or the time statements are really different. Like Shigats, I said Yongats, right? I was wrong.
4月14日。
活用上。
14日。Alright. 4月14日。なるほど。音? Yeah.
音。
gonna be a lot of repetition, but I like to think of it as partially just like natural SRS on some level. So don't feel bad if I repeat stuff all the time. I know that's yogo. Kanmon?
専門用語
専門用語。専門用語は難しいね。That's wow, but that's for laugh. 難しい, right?
難しい。
Yeah. So some things I'm confident in, some things I'm medium confident in, some things you're gonna see me triple check myself. Mesugi? What is this? Oh, it's kikuji.
目次
Mokuji. Nah, man, that is man by itself, right? All right, so I'm not crazy.
目
Meh gets used as a lot of counter words, so this must be
Sugi.
related to that. Kokuji.
目次
I get it. Mokuji. Otoge seimon yogo list sudobu. All right. Why is it blue?
Shufu.
Oh, it should just be this then.
週
Shoe collection. Shoe. Okay. Otoge seimon yogo shu. Flick slide. That's clearly flick slides. There's like one other person I might. Flick slide. フリックやスライドは音楽ゲームに開けるノートの何か
操作方法。
操作方法のいつです。操作方法のいつです。Yeah, that is regular いつ。Okay.
一つ
フリックやスライドは I mean, I guess just to keep myself talking, I'm going to try explaining stuff to the best of my ability. Part of it is because you can really ingrain knowledge you've learned if you attempt to teach it. But obviously, a learner trying to teach others, especially one at my age, is what am I trying to say? For how long I've been doing it, how recent I've been trying to like officially learn Japanese. Obviously, it might not be all airtight, but on the same token, coming through Kiradali, you're gonna hear me bring up Kiradali a lot. Oh my goodness, I am so attached to her content. I think she saved me. She saved my Japanese life, as it were. So I feel pretty confident in my structure. As she always says, you know, structure is the key to immersion. Immersion is the key to language. So I'm feeling very solid on my structure. Vocab, not so much. That's what the dictionary's for. Furuku ya slide wa, so flicks and slides. Ya is important. It's kind of like the not all encompassing. I think people always say to and ya are both and. Weird sentence to say bilingually, but the thing about ya is it's non-exhaustive, right? To is actually very definitive on, like, you say this and that, that's all that exists. Ya, not so much. Sometimes you'll see it used for or, which is funny if you're into logic. I mean, an and is a lot more strict than an or, but the English word for and is much looser comparatively. So it's kind of like that distinction. Ya can even be like or just because it's not as strict, it's not as exhaustive. Slide ya no flick ya slide wa, so as for flicks and slides, ongaku game ni ni is like a location marker. Oh, that is o. Okeru? What is okeru? In? I guess that's why you're marking that location as in.
置ける
How am I not saying okeru? Ongaku game ni okeru noto. Okay, I get it. So the cool thing about Japanese, at least I think it's very cool, all modifications are linear. Like, the word order says that if you're going to modify something, it has to come after. It's probably another way to put that, but I'm going to stick with that for now. So the thing is, noto is like this actual, I guess, noun here that's being modified. I should even step back. Modifications are like saying more about stuff. I remember back in English language arts, you know, we were told adjectives modify nouns, and that's true, but the another major distinction of Japanese is essentially anything can modify it. Nouns, and also you can kind of nominalize entire clauses. So you have clauses that can be, turned into modifiers, and then you have clauses that can essentially be turned into nouns. So in a way, adjectives modify nouns is a comparable to what's happening in Japanese. It's just that there's a lot more agility or flexibility with what adjectives and nouns can be. Like in English, it's very rigid. You just have a word and that's classified as an adjective and that's it. Japanese is like the role or the function of adjective can be satisfied by entire clauses. So here we have noto. What kind of note? Okuru noto. A note that's in something. What kind of in? What note that's in what? Ongaku gemu ni. Ni is a particle where you have to modify location. Not modify, marking location. So that makes sense, right? Notes. What kind of notes? Notes in something. Notes in what location? Ongaku gemu ni location. Cool. Ongaku gemu ni okeru noto no. I just heard this. That's sukuho, but it might not be said that way.
操作方法
Sosa hoho. They're both hoho. Sosa hoho. Sosa hoho no it's des. I wonder what the no it's des is. But this is saying it's gonna be a manual on the notes, the flicks and slide notes inside of rhythm games. Sosa hoho no it's des. There must be a usage of it's, I don't know, for one thing.
一つ、
It's not only no hitotsu desu. It's just one thing, something like that. Sometimes stuff's just fuzzy, at least for me, for my level. Sometimes things are just kind of fuzzy where I can't fully put it in a way I can explain, but I think I grasp that we're generally saying there's like one thing we want to talk about. Anywho, furiku wa, maybe actually just going through it, hitotsu desu, maybe it's saying one at a time. Just breaking them up one at a time afterwards. I should probably also post this in one other place, just cause. Anywho, furiku wa gamen, I think.
画面上
Gamenjo. So I can recognize gamen as screen. Gamenjo. Furiku wa gamenjo no. I know that's yubi and that might be te, but I doubt it's yubi te.
して
Shite. Alright. Is that yubi? Hold up.
指、
Okay, it is. Okay. Shite. Gamenjo no shite kereta ho. Muku? No. Saki. Saki ni?
迎えに
Mukai ni. That's what I was close to, but Saki ni. What are you? What is this? I do have some monolingual dictionaries. As long as the definition isn't too crazy, I'll try and parse it. So in this case, I'm gonna try. That's not ijo. It's the opposite of ijo.
以前
Izen. Yeah. Izen ni. Before. Mai ni. Before. Oops. I was
Novel.
the click thing. I should probably. You know what? Speaking of on live
迎え
settings,
に
I'm gonna take away the part where if you click a word, it searches it up, because that happens to me accidentally all the time.
読む、
And I really would rather just search items when clicking the text. Except, will I still be able to click my kanji? Okay, as long as I can still click the
迎えに
kanji, we're gonna be set.
活用表
Yeah, I don't need to be able to
迎え
click
に
this to search it. Gamenjo no shite sareta. Sareta saseru, right? Yeah. Saseta. How do I talk about verb forms? Do I get this? I'm pretty sure.
された
Yeah, to be done. It's just receptive suru. So it's almost like saying get or got. So we're saying Gamenjo no shite sarete. The screen. What is this?
して、
Gamenjo no shite. pointing at? Interesting designation. I guess yubi is in it. That makes sense. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of te words. Like I've just learned sette for settings, kate for confirmation. Maybe not. Anyway, sareta ho no muko
方向
hoko. Sareta hoko ni yubi o
素早く
subayaku. Is that related to hayaku? Sure is. Subayaku slide させることで interesting 面白いフリックは画面上の指定された方向に This is all modifier for 方向に It's about
方
size,
向
kind of metaphorically, I think. 方向に
指
It's all yubi. What kind of yubi? Away yubi. 方向にyubi. What
方
way?
向
Sareta yubi. A way where something gets done. What's getting done?
された
指定
What pointing? A finger where the way we're pointing gets done. What kind of pointing? 画面上のせて。画面上？
画面上
画面上。画面上の指定された方向に指を早くYes 素早く It took off high. Oh wait, it's just that I forget the words. It's almost like liaison though. Stuff gets compound words get 10-10. 素早くスライド Oh, so it's kind of defining flicks as a rapid slide. Okay, you know, I never thought of it that way, but I could see it. 素早くスライド So, I'm seeing. Alright, yeah, sorry, message, but I think it's pretty good. Pretty gravy. We got 素早くスライドされることでさせる素早くスライドさせることでせる is to be able to I think it's causative I see alright it's not I mean no
させる
that is related to causative yeah but it's not the potential I gotta keep it in line oh wait okay させること It's like doing a fast slide. It's the type of thing where you do a fast slide. I think I get it. ノートをクリアする方法です。I like
方
that.
法
I like that a lot. We're marking that. 方法 is, in fact, this example sentence is great. これが私が英語を勉強した方法だ. That's great. That's very much a type of sentence. So I'll talk a little bit about how I think about what I want. I'm trying to be picky. I try to pick stuff that I feel like I could actually use. I have different decks for different categories. This one in particular, I have a deck for stuff that I feel like I'm going to say, which is shaberu, which I'm pretty sure is like chatting. I have a mining main deck, and I have sub decks, and so I have my mining shaberu deck. And it's for stuff that I feel like I would just say in natural conversation, stuff that I want to say to somebody. And this is perfect, right? This is how I learned English. Quite literally, これがこの動画は私が日本語を勉強して方法だ。Yes! そう。Alright. That's just me. The practicing and applying, because this is, I mean, I can say it for anything, right? Like, 音ゲー用言の読み 音ゲー用言の読み I think it's like saying rhythm game terminology reading 音ゲー方言の読みが私が日本語を勉強した方法だ。Road to fluency. 行きましょう。Alright, スライドはノートが、is that 動くの
連なる。
stretch. I swear Goku has a similar shape. Are you related? Am I crazy?
ムラジ
No, not that. Readings. Tsura. Ren. Tsu. No, it's definitely something else. I'll have to look at a Goku later. Tsura natta rain. Tsura natta rain joe? Is that still joe? Or is it ue now?
ライン。
Uede. Alright. Let's start.
上で
Slide は as for slides ノートが連なったライン上でノートが What are notes doing? Notes are the subject. Notes doing what? 連なった That's
連なる
past? Oh, not Tara. Oh, I forgot about Tara. Okay, I forgot about Tara. Which I think is conditional? I might have to run on another screen real quick. Can I just search Tara? No, because it thinks it's Tara. Yeah. Let me go on another screen and look up Tara real quick. In fact, what I'll do instead, I love Kirito so much. I have the what's the word? Transcription. I did a transcription of her whole series. So
ダライ
times
ラマ
like these,
14世
if possible, I literally pull up, and you know what? I might on the fly change my window, right? I might on the fly change my window. Can I? Hold up. Will this work? Time to find out. No? That doesn't want to work. What am I doing wrong? That's what you get for trying to just do it live. That's weird. It should have worked. I guess sometimes the captures can be picky. I think it should be this? Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can find Tara. See? Tara conditional. Let's take a quick look at what's going on. What did Kiradali say about Tara conditional? Tara conditional is easy to form because all we do is form a verb or adjective is ta, past form. Yep. Once you've done that, just add ra or ra. No coincidence that Tara and Dara from in the past. Only conditional. Oh, it's like when. Okay, it's all coming back to me. So if we say, 家に帰ったら桜がいた. Yeah. Okay, we got it. It's if you ever cared about classical logic, I think is the proper term. If you're ever in a course, class, or where they talk about if P then Q type, conditionals, where you probably did truth tables, you probably did inverse and converse, contrapositive. Oh my gosh, what was the last one? No, is that it? Yeah. There's your main thing, your inverse, your converse, contrapositive. Yeah, we got it. All right. Anywho, by conditional, it's like related in that sense. And even in English, we do kind of say if or when. It makes sense to me. So let's hop back. Otoge Yogen. Thank you, Kiradali. She always there for me. So back to Saraido wa gamen chou. No. Were we on this one? Saraido wa noto ga suranattara? Yeah, 連なる。
連なる。
連なったら in Maybe I was wrong, actually. Am I getting double confused? This probably is Ryan. How's that not Ryan? Well,
Ryan.
I still refresh my memory on Tara, but I'm pretty sure this is another thing that's challenging about Japanese. Very little punctuations. Very much you have to just figure out where clauses exist. I don't know if my cat's picking up. My boy is lonely. Noto ga tsuranata. A note that is stretched or extended.
連なる
Sraido. Yeah, I can see that. Suranata Rhino. So, note is a stretched out line. No, that's stretched, really. What kind of line? Notes that stretched line. Uede. Why up? Common particle express preparatory action for relatively important. Upon. Okay. It's more like. So it's more like saying. Upon a note being stretched up. Yubi o slide saseru koto de note o clear suru. I just saw this. Ho desu? Ho? Yes.
方法
Ho desu. Okay. スライドはノートが連なったラインの上で。Okay. As for slides, this is really upon. Not even that. It's really like saying, as for slides, line, what kind of line? Suranata. So line, something stretches. What's stretching it? Noto. Noto ga.
ノート
Stretch line. This is, I think, related to the Japanese tendency. I shouldn't say tendency. It is just how Japanese is. To refer to verbs, I guess, states as verbs, because in English we would say stretched, but Japanese is very much putting what we in English would refer to as an adjectival sense in a verb sense. So I think this is like, instead of saying the stretched line, it's just saying a note stretching. I mean, we have stretching, but that's like a gerund or something. Or is it a participle? Whatever. The point is, it's in a different context linguistically. Alright, let's move on. I kind of get it. Uede yubi o slide saseru koto de. This de is just a connected de. Alright. Yubi o slide. Slide what? Your finger, because your finger is marked. Yubi o slide saseru. Saseru koto de. Cause. Still not sure why the causative is being used here.
させる
I guess you're causing your own slide, your own finger slide? No, I get it. We're talking about the concept of the note, and the note is causing you to slide your finger to play. Okay, I got it. Cool thing about causative is it is so much more expansive on the meaning spectrum. Like in English, we have let somebody do something, or we have make somebody do something, right? So there's like permission is probably like the furthest stretch we get. Obviously, cause most directly in English is make somebody do it. I made you do it, right? I'm the cause, which is, you could say I'm the reason. And then like a little bit behind that is probably like the edge of the English meaning spectrum of whatever's comparable to seru and saseru, which is the verb forms for causative. We have, let somebody do something, allow somebody to do something. And it's kind of like I caused it in a way, like in English it's so awkward. I caused it in a way where it wouldn't have happened if I had not given you permission, right? It's a little mental gymnastics, but you can kind of wrap your English brain around it. But Japanese, from what I've been able to tell, Japanese will literally be like, if in any way, shape, or form I caused it, or it's being caused in any connective, whatever. You can connect it in any which way possible. I mean, like Simone Biles level mental gymnastics, and that's how Japanese causative works. So In this case, the game is causing you to, well, your yubi, you know, あなたの指をスライド. It's the game is causing you to slide your finger, right? That makes such a different way of thinking about it. Even though you can kind of guess that the reason you did it is because of the game, like we have the English word because, and that helps to kind of connect it. You know, you're sliding your finger because the game makes that type of note. But I'm gonna move on. But I get it. I like covering this sort of stuff because I'm trying to wrap my Japanese brain around it instead of worrying about the English brain. 指をスライドさせること. Koto is like one of the things that nominalizes a whole phrase. It's thing, but it's thing like a concrete noun. It's not even concrete. It's thing like just a noun, because noun is already so abstract, but you're like, what is a noun versus what's not a noun? There's gotta be a better way to explain it, and surely Kirdali's got the video on it, and I just can't fully remember the terminology she used. But I know, like, you can talk about things with koto in a noun sense more so than, what's the other words? Mono? Yeah, I think mono, you can kind of speak about, like, entire states of being. I guess it's like a way for Japanese to separate their own version of, like, nouns that are literally nouns and nouns that they kind of create. This will make more sense if I ever find another example to bring it up. We have ことでノートをクリアする方法です。方法です。And I guess clear, I'm just noticing, I mean, I've been reading it. Clearing the note must be equivalent to pressing it properly. Hitting it, I think we'd probably say in English, is hitting the note. But clearing the note, I guess I can see clear as kind of like a success state. We will often in English say clear the overpass, like cleared the fence if you're jumping over it. I can kind of see that. I mean, it's literally the word clear. They must have just lifted that from us and used it in more ways. Or any other language that also has the word clear. Kriya is to, I guess, do the clear. Ho this. Kriya suru ho is the way to do the clear. And what got marked? Note. Yeah, I get it. I guess it's just referring back to this note. I wonder, I think this de is just combining clauses. Yubi o slide saseru koto de. Or yubi o slide saseru, which is makes your finger slide. No, I think de is connecting what note it is, the note where it makes your finger slide. Yeah, I think this de is connecting directly to note, not to like two whole clauses. Just this whole clause is a modifier for noto. I think. Or it's the boundary de? Because it's koto de. Does that happen to have a distinct thing? It does. Means or cause. I don't like that. This is why sometimes English, bilingual in general, dictionaries are bad. I don't think that's a good way of thinking about it at all. It's more like de is boundaries. So I guess it's saying what kind of note? It's a note defined by the boundary of making you slide your finger. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Yubi o slide saseru koto. No, saseru. Yubi o slide saseru koto de noto o clear suru hoho desu. Fliku ya slide wa. Oh, what are you? Nani kore?
Tanjun.
Tanjun. That's hilarious. This is not simple to look at. I guess it's related to kantan? Is that the same tan?
Hitoe.
No, it's not. Tan. Hitoe, hitosen. Yeah. I can't fully remember kantan, but it's not that. Okay.
Tanjun.
Tanjun. I guess opposite of muzakashi. I will add this because it's pretty useful to have these type of words. So I'll talk about where this one's going. Japanese is a concept of yogen, which are like use words, and taigen, which are like body words. But I think the real point of the distinction is that there are words in which you interact with the Japanese form system, which I forget the Japanese term for it, but what you might hear referred to as conjugations are not conjugations. They've got, distinct Japanese forms. They have a very unique system compared to conjugations. Conjugations are kind of a sloppy mess. Forms are pretty clear. Then you have taigen, essentially the words that don't involve that form structure at all. And the super short of the structure is the last kana gets changed in some way, That is, broadly speaking, what it means to be yogen is you have a form change on your last kana for all sorts of different, linguistic mechanisms. And taigen, it's just the word. So right here we got tanjun. Say this again for me.
단준,
Tanjun. Okay, tanjun. One thing I'll say in case anybody's like, oh, your pronunciation is terrible. I do have this one pitch accent thing. Kanjium is pretty wide, but I have others if I wanted to try. I'm not very picky about it. I think about it ever so slightly, but I think there are people who are like, I want to sound as native as possible. I want the viral clip of nobody knowing I'm really not a Japanese native when I turn, they don't see me and they hear me and they think I'm authentic, and then I turn around and they're in shock. I'm a foreigner. Like, if that's what you want, more power to you. But if I sound like a black dude from the South in Japanese, that's just gonna have to be how it is. That's who I am. And I'm okay with that. I think they will be okay with that. I think they'd love to see it. Like, I don't have any doubt in my mind. People aren't gonna be like, oh, cool accent, black Southern accent. I try to, be understandable, sure, but I'm not gonna sweat it if I do not sound like I could talk on NHK. Tanjun is going into the taigen deck for words that do not involve the last kana form structure. Obviously you're like, what do you mean, verbs? No, because there's other things like adjectives that do it too, right? Like, if you have, I guess, what's a good one? Warui, which is bad. You would have to change that for not bad. What is it? Waranakate. You'd have to change it for the past. Warata. Something in the past was bad. In a lot of ways, there are air quote verby type things about I adjectives. Actual adjectives are I adjectives. The thing that they call non-adjectives are just nouns, and then you have the connective form. But I can go on all that. That's too abstract. I'm supposed to be sticking to what's in front of me for tonight's reading. Let's see. Where was I? Yubio Slido. No, we got past that. Furukuya Slido wa. All that yapping. Do I remember how this is pronounced? Tanjun?
단준,
Tanjun na. In fact, this is a key element. Na is just the connective form of des. But, oh, my cat just stepped on my keyboard. Thanks, Roscato. Where were we? Here. Tanjuna tapu? Tanjuna tapu, yeah. That should be Nagai, but it's something else. Might be Cho.
Nagaoshi.
Nagaoshi. Alright. Long press. Yeah, Nagai means long, or it's used, I shouldn't say or, because it definitely means long, but it gets used in capacities of authority. And I just assume they must have had long hats or something. I should check the etymology of how that happened. Nagai Oshi. Is that correct?
Nagaoshi.
Nagaoshi. Yeah, we're going to add that too. I have a whole deck dedicated to words related to technology. So this one is going in that. I just call that technology. Nagaoshi. Okay. Tanjun na tapu ya nagaoshi to wa. Why toa? Normally that's... Oh my gosh, my cat is going insane. Just lie down. Just let me cuddle you and stay still. Alright, good. He's good. Toa is used in dictionaries a lot. Yeah, indicates a word or phrase being defined. Oh, that's right. It can just quote in general. Okay. I think I've had my head in dictionaries so long, I almost thought toa was literally a dictionary only definition. But it is quotation, summing up something. That's another way they nominalize things. They kind of turn it into a single, all of that, quote, and the quote is the noun part, right? Come on, oh my god. Tanju?
単純
Jun almost left off that other end. 単純なタップや長押しとは what are you? 何これ
異なる
異なる Is that in any way related to Chigao? I don't think so. It doesn't
Koto.
look like what I remember Chigao looking like. Nope. It's just another word for difference.
異なる
異なる面白い異なる異なる Alright. 単純なタップや長押し Is that 長押し Yeah, 長押し長押し
長押し
とは型
異なる
Wrong vowels 異なるとは異なる that has
操作方法
操作方法 I saw that appear 操作方法
操作方法
You know what? We are adding that because in technology it'd be very useful to know how to ask for the manual. 操作方法異なる操作方法であるため Is that ため like purpose meaning? No, it's peer?
ため
I'll investigate that later. Let me reconstruct this. 単純なタップ simple tap. This is the ya that's or. Okay, 単純なタップや長押しとは So it's saying a simple tap or hold press. As for simple tap or hold press, or defining a simple tap or a single tap or hold, which is interesting. Furukuya slide wa. Why is it? Oh, because towa is a contrasting particle, if I remember. Yeah, it indicates contrast or adds emphasis to a negative statement. So this is, I think, because it starts out, the sentence started all the way back here. Furiku ya slide wa. So as for flicks and slides, and I think we're contrasting them with 単純なタップや長押しとはなかなる No, ことなる Definitely もちろん重いことなる This one's big, I can't remember this
操作方法
操作方法 Is this the same 方法? Well, it is What's Sosa? User?
方法
Just
操作方法
operation, management, handling. Sosa. Because Hoho is like manner? Sosa is operation manner? That makes sense.
Freak slide.
Freak slide? Where are you seeing freak slide?
What is
right?
this?
I'll go back because I finally have a viewer. Otoge Matomerogu. Matomerogu is a Urogu Matomeru. What are you? More Japanese. Annex statistical table? We're not going to deal with
ま
that.
とめログ
We're on a website
別表記
that will give us Otoge Ogen. That's rhythm game, terminology, vocabulary. Yeah, terminology. Choice of
Yongo.
words, wording, phraseology. Otoge Ogo. I'm doing some readings. It's just me going through stuff. You know, I'm spending a lot of time on Japanese. I was like, maybe I should turn this into content because for one thing, I miss Kirdali deeply. I'm sure you know that. It's no surprise I miss the crap out of Kirdali. And while I'm not thinking I'm gonna suddenly become a Japanese what's the word? Educator. It's like, what can I do? What am I doing? I'm learning. And at the very least I can demonstrate. I want to make this clear, not that she's superior or great or the best for everybody, right? Because I don't want to other optimize. I know not everybody learns the same. My girlfriend loves Rosetta Stone. My girlfriend loves children's media, reading children's books, watching children's YouTube, and she's doing great. So it's all about finding what works for you. What works for me is throwing myself at stuff I actually care about. And I care a lot about rhythm games, And she gave me the structure to be able to immerse myself in literal rhythm game words, right? This is by rhythm gamers for rhythm gamers, explaining, well, I shouldn't say it's by rhythm gamers for anybody curious in Japanese to understand rhythm games. And even though I know a lot of this stuff, sure, that gives me familiarity with the topic, I'm still interested to figure out what is the Japanese expression strategy. How do Japanese people put things into words? Yes, I know what a note type of a flick and a slide is, but the way that I would explain that in English is going to differ so much from the Japanese expression strategies. So it's like a way for me to really grasp the type of stuff that you truly cannot just look up. You can't search expression strategies. I've tried.
Oh, flick.
You just gotta do it. Friku? Yeah, you said freak. Friku would probably be... They have that small E. This one is friku. Slido. One thing I've noticed, this little dot. Can I scan this dot? Do you have a name? Nakaten?
中点
I thought it was just 10. Oh, Nakaten must just mean it's in the middle. Yeah, there's something about this. They use it to like separate stuff, almost like a space. I guess it's because they don't have spaces. I've just noticed that, and it's been sticking out to me lately. They don't really have a formalized space like we do, at least. I guess I could start over since you're here now. It's not that crazy. Otoge, plus I could always use the refresher. Rereading and what do they call it? Overlearning is very important for fluency. Not that I'm any close to fluency, but if it's one slice of a word that I'm learning, I want to get fluent at least recognizing that one word. Like I got otoge down pat. This, on the other hand, nope. What are you? Senmon Yogo Sho. Senmon Yogo Sho. Come on, say it. Pronounce it for me so I know if I'm wrong.
専門用語集
Yogo Shu. Why did I say Sho? Shu. Senmon Yogo Shu. I think I just... It bothers me when they don't have, what's it called? The little extension mark. A lot of times they just add another vowel instead. I guess there's no real hard rule for it, but somehow this throws me off when I see the extra vowel. Anywho. Senmon Yogo Shu. We've got Senmon Yogo, which is a technical term. You already know Yogo, because that's how I got here, is Otoge Yogo, right? So we got not technological. We've already got Yogo for terminology. So Senmon must be speciality or special area of study, field, major, area of expertise, interest, focus. I don't need to learn all of that stuff. I just grasp the concept that it's like a specifier, right? Senmon Yogo. And then I think Shu is list. Do I remember this?
週
Collection. Not quite list. Collection. So this is saying collection of rhythm game specific. I think in English we'd probably say rhythm game specific terminology. And notice how specific wasn't on the list.
専門用語集
Yeah, see, specific wasn't even on the list. Fuck that list. But I get the grasp of what it's going for. Friku, slido. Friku ya slido. So that's flicks and slides. Ya being... Actually, wait. Ernie, you got a lot of time? I can dig into this with a lot of granularity, or I can just kind of be brisk about it. I don't know how free you are tonight to be watching me goof off. But I'll press on. If you ever want me to go back, just let me know. I've been on flicks and
I'm
slides
free.
this whole time. Free, yay! Which I think is Hima while we're practicing Japanese. Hima, right? I think Hima. Wait, that's sentences. I wanted regular words.
but also might end up going to play Elden Ring.
I get it, man. Everybody's playing Shadow of the Erdtree. Hima, when you say you're free, I guess Hima ga aru, maybe? Is Hima ga aru? Aru is for I have free time, or it wouldn't be have, but free time exists. There is free time. Hima ga aru. Yeah, okay, they say it. This is another strategy I've got. You gotta, because I told you I'm worried about expression strategies these days. I have a couple places that are just dedicated to example sentences. Jisho's okay, but they give me translations. When I don't even want to see English, I come over to Massive. Massive is just example sentences. You put in anything, you get example sentences, and I don't have to worry about English. It's MAS. In fact, I'll put it in here. I think if this is their main page. Nope. I'm glad I didn't send you that. How did I get to this place? I have it. I custom added it to my search engine. Back to search. Just take me back to default search. There we go. I thought that's what I put in last time. Boom, got it. The like I said, I added it into my search bar because I use it a lot, and it's just, I got a lot of Japanese tools in this thing nowadays. Probably like everything from this green box all the way to here is all Japanese search stuff. And if you know, you know what that is. I don't need to say it. But the back to, what's it called? Flicker, yeah, slide. Slide wa noto ga. I just learned.
There's a
this.
massive clothing and everything was like multiple hundreds of dollars. Scary.
Yeah, that does sound terrifying.
$500 pants.
No. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. I sweat over spending a lot of money on, and I say a lot of money, I mean like stuff that is useful, stuff that's like significant, and even then it's like just $100. I'm nervous about it. I could never, for just pants. No, bro. That shit better never need washing. That shit better repel dirt. $500. That shit better be like space approved. Okay. 指をスライドさせることでノートをクリアする方法です。フリックやスライドはI just learned this. It means simple. It's 単純なタップや長押し. This is simplicity or uncomplicated.
単純
And then na is just connecting that so it can be used in an adjectival way. 単純なタップ. So like a simple tap. This ya is the or ya. I was saying earlier, in formal logic, there's like a, I mean, hey, I'll just say Minecraft. We know what Minecraft is. A lot of people get exposed to formal logic when they're doing redstone. And like the difference between and, where both things have to be true, or where either side can be true. That's what ya is. Ya is actually or. And in a lot of English stuff, they try to say ya is also and. And that's because the English word for and is really an or. If you get into formal logic, and I'm in programming, so that shows up. But if you're also, I guess, a nerd in philosophy and like classical logic, this comes up, where the meaning of that conditional is both things have to be the case, not either. And English and is rarely ever enforced as both things. You know, we don't have an exhaustive and in English, and we don't have a separation. We just say and. If I like cake and ice cream, there's an implication that there are other things I also like. If this was the literal logical and in like every other case, it's just English's and, that's stupid. That would mean the only things in the world that I liked are the two things that I just anded. It's exhaustive. That's Japanese to. To is and in the way and really is. Ya is an or. We really mean those two things or other things, if it helps you to break it down, right? If I like chocolate and ice cream, there's an implication or other things I'm not saying. That's why our English and is really secretly an or. And ya is doing that same type of or, where it's saying this or that, or even earlier, I know it said, フリックやスライドは音楽ゲームにおけるノート. So, as for flicks and slides, 音楽ゲームにおけるノート, their notes, おける means in, which I'm not sure why they have a separate verb for in. I didn't know that. But point is, notes, a type of note that's in some location. What location? 音楽ゲームに. So they're saying they are notes inside of rhythm games. The reason they said フリックやスライドは is because there are other types of notes. It's not exhaustive. They're not saying these are the only things that exist inside of rhythm games. Right? So, フリックやスライドは音楽ゲームにおけるノート is just saying how we in English would be like, yeah, slides and flicks or other things are in rhythm games. There's like a silent or other things. That's like the weird connection. Alright, let me finish up this flicks and slides. I don't even know how to read that, and I want to figure out what that is. フリックやスライドは単純なタップや投げ押しとは I just learned this. I think it's 異なる but I'm not going to look up the definition.
異なる
It definitely is 異なる What do you mean? 異なる That's 方法 Something 方法 That means manual 異なる Can't remember what it means. Change?
異
Different.
なる
Oh, that's so funny because I thought about Chigao, and Chigao means to be different. And I guess changing is relating if you change from something else. Whatever. Point is, 異なる
操作方法.
操作方法. Sa? You get called sa and other things, don't you? Saku, that's what I'm remembering. And then mostly it's suku, but sasu is the second most common.
作業
From sagyo? Whatever. I'm just trying to give myself a way to remember that thing. 操作方法であるため 操作方法であるため Why would it say ため I think is purpose, but there's something in the manual's purpose.
ため
As for flicks and slides, taps and long holds, which is, I don't know if I said that while you were here. So that's
長
nagai
押し
from
小
Will they give me an example of it? It is cho for like insho. If you see a lot of weeb stuff, insho is a class president, right? That's the cho and insho. Or obviously I love Keisan. Socho, that's the same cho. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, naga. Or taki, but we're saying naga. And nagai would be tall, height, stature, yeah. But in this case, a long is a temporal long. Naga
Nagaoshi.
oshi. And I guess oshi means press. Nagashi is a beam. We're not gonna worry about that. Nagaoshi. Nagaoshi to wa. Why would it say, as for flicks and slides, simple taps, which I guess is regular buttons, simple taps and long buttons, Toa is kind of like contrasting, bringing up a definition of something in this case. This is to differ.
I'm gonna go watch Cure Dolly CYA. Finally, I had only watched a few minutes of her so far.
Okay. Don't forget there is the transcription if you're ever like, where is a thing that I actually care about. I mean, going through the whole playlist is pretty solid, but I find that if you're ever like, I just want to jump to a thing and I don't know where that video is, that transcript actually will tell you the video too.
Okay.
Alright, bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. 操作方法であるためゲームプレイをより Isn't that less than? Yeah. Or just rather. ゲームプレイを
より
ゲームプレイをより That's not たくさん What is this? 何これ Why is my custom URL failing? I guess it's just not there. Damn.
豊かに
Yutakani. I guess I gotta go down here.
豊か
Yeah. The need didn't get there. Yutaka. Abundant. Even rich. That's not what I learned for rich either. Yutaka. Yori. Gameplay o yori yutaka ni suru
要素
要素となっています。豊かにする。Doing in abundance 要素となっています。This is a big sentence. But I guess it's got... I might just leave it. I might move on to the next one. I kind of get it. This is what I meant, where sometimes I just gotta leave stuff to be kind of fuzzy. What are you?
階段
Kaidan. I've heard this before. Never seen it. Kaidan. Kaidan.
上
Is this all together? Hold up. No, just by itself. Kaidan
Dam.
Joni.
上
Shape. That's not what I learned for form either. Kaidan Joni.
階段上
配置
Haichi.
配置配置
Haichi sareta no? Why would it be just no tsu? Plural. Okay. That's funny. They just took our plural. Yeah. No tsu no. Yobi.
ノーツ
Isn't that yobi?
呼び方
Yobi kata, not whole. Alright, alright. Yobi kata wa. The way they're called?
呼び方
Kaiden. I already forgot you.
上
Kaiden Joni. Forgot this too. Is that Oku? It is.
ち、
配置
Haichi. Can also be chi. Alright. Haichi. Kaidan Joni. Kaidan Joni. So they're gonna become something because I already think ni is a location of what the fact that they are in the form of stairs is the closest English way of talking about that.
配置
Haichi sareta no tsu. Arranged. Haichi sareta. Is this pseudo verb? Sure is. Okay. To arrange. Haichi sareta no tsu no. Haichi sareta. But they're arranged in what? The form of stairs. Okay, okay, okay. Kaidan jo ni haichi sareta no tsu no yobikata wa. Whew, that's a lot. Yobikata wa is the way of called. The way of how they're called. This is, man, Japanese is something. They're saying this whole phrase. Saichi? Haichi. Haichi. Haichi sareta no tsu. Haichi sareta no tsu no yobikata wa. Kaidan jo ni haichi sareta no tsu no yobikata wa. This is a lot. But I think I get it. Even if I'm having a hard time trying to say it out loud, it's very much just saying the way they're called. What way they're called?
Yobikata.
I guess I'm not sure why it's no tsu no. This could just be a nominalizing no, and
No
not
tsu.
the possessive no. I think that's the case. And even then, this phrase
の
is just modifying the way it's called. It's almost like answering the question what way it's called. Maybe. I don't know. It's a pretty big phrase to just be adverbial, but maybe that's just how Japanese do. Kaidan. That's right. Kaidan.
階段上
Kaidan jo ni. Kaidan jo ni. Saichin?
配置
Haichin. I keep putting an S on that. Kaidan jo ni. Haichin sareta no tsu no yobikata wa otoge no yogen no itsu desu. Oh, it's just one of them. I don't know why that took me just now. It's just one of the rhythm game terms. Otoge no yoge no itsu desu. Yeah, it's just the way we use one abstractly. Okay. Kaidan again? Kaidan jo ni saichi sareta notsu wa. It's just repeating itself. Huh? Hidari migi? Yeah, hidari migi ni. Why would you do this? In left and right? I'm gonna have to actually read this. Hidari migi ni
左右に
sayu
Fukushi.
ni. Wait a minute, I should
福祉
Fukushi. I also have a whole deck dedicated to linguistics. Which am I remembering this? What the heck are you? Koto. It's not kotoba. Kotogogu. Kotogogu. It was weird to say. I think that's it. Let's click this and find out. It was gaku, like gakusei.
言語学
Gengogaku. Okay, kept saying koto like kotoba, but it's Gengogaku. Oof. Gengogaku. Cool. Big fan of linguistics. I'm trying to keep track because I like learning Japanese in Japanese. Something that's a goal of mine. And in that case, you gotta understand when you pop open a dictionary what the hell they're trying to say. In fact, let's go back to Hidari Migiri. Futsu something.
Fukushi.
Fukushi.
左右に
Areya korea. Areya korea. Are kore. I guess here or there, huh? I guess left, right at the same time could be either. Okay. Hirari migi ni bun. Oh, that's one of my favorites. That's not bun. Although you're bun by yourself, right?
交互に
No, it's ko. That's also from school, isn't it? Anyways.
交互に
Kogoni. I love the crap out of this character.
5、
Go. That's a name. I gotta put this somewhere. That is I don't know, man. I've always loved this character and I forgot what it was and I need to know how to write this out.
5、
Tagai for names. Wataru. Sick names. Anybody with this name, I'm a fan. Tagai.
5、
Yeah, there it is. It's the mutual relation or reciprocal relation. It's so literal, bro. Like they're both reaching out to one another or whatever. Who? I'm not sure what that is. I'm not gonna read all that. I just like it. I just like the way it looks. Tagai. You know what? I'm just gonna put that in my talking deck because it's a talking point of a kanji I like, and I would like to be able to say. You know, Tagagi no kanji ga suki desu or some such like that. So we're putting that sucker into my talking deck. Shabaru. Alright, let's keep it pushing. Where did I end up? How long have I been on air? Yeah, we'll go about 15 more minutes. This is not where I was. There we go. Kaidan. Kono. I didn't get that far anyways. Otoge no yogen no itsu desu. Kaidan jo ni haichin sareta notes wa hirari migi ni kogoni.
交互に
Kogoni. And it's longer. Okay. Kogoni.
並ぶ
Kogoni narabu notes de. Kogoni narabu. Alternately lining up? Hidari migi ni kogoni narada notes de. Notsu de. That's something too, and I saw this earlier, and I thought it was a Goku, and it wasn't.
連続、
連続. Well, I know tsuzuite, so it's continue. Oh, tsuzuru? Suzuku? What actually
続、
What actually is this? Tsuzuku?
続く、
Okay, Tsuzuku. Okay. 連続。
連続、
連続して、ただ、
叩
That's
く、
not ただ、it's たた。連続して叩く、しん No, that's
必要がある。
必要があります。必要がある。It is necessary. Oh yeah, 必要 is... I got that on my list already. 必要があります。あります。Okay. Stairs. In a line? I guess we're talking about the horizontal line. 必要があります。Okay. I already forgot you. Because it's own readings.
連続。
But normally you are... Ren? Oh, you're normally Ren, huh? Why did I see you with Tsu and Suda?
釣れる、
Sureru. Whatever. Renzoku. Zoku. Renzoku. Okay.
連続、
連続して叩く. Tataku. It's kind of cute. It sounds like repeated hitting. Tataku. Yoge no
必要がある。
必要があります。この配置は
配置、
この配置は Do I remember this? I just looked at the pronunciation. この配置はこの配置は
配置、
Arrangement, deployment, layout. That's talking about, that's right. 階段上に配置された。OK. この配置は手を動きが素早く No, because that's 早く素早く
素早い、
Yes. 素早くないと取れないため
取れる、
取れる
取れない、
取れない手を動きが素早くないと取れないため Purpose 手を動きが hand movement for hand movement don't move. It's not for moving quickly. Not for taking. Isn't Tori take? Come off? Disappear?
Torenai.
I'm thinking of Toru, not Toreru. That's what it is. Harvested, picked, produced, interpreted, taken, understood, read as. They even have the same version of take, like a read. Interesting. To be able to get, yeah, because it's, what's it called? Potential? Sure. 素早くないと取れないため騎士者 That can't be right. What are you?
初心者、
初心者 Oh, 初心者俺は初心者 Definitely adding that to my probably talking points. I want to be able to call myself a beginner. 初心者や
慣れる、
慣れていない初心者
初心者、
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I've never seen that. 初心者や足りない
慣れる、
Do I know this now?
見慣れる、
見慣れる
習慣、
習慣、nara,
慣れ、
practice. I don't know this, but those are good words. Narete inai. Narete inai doesn't go. You don't go when you do this thing.
慣れ
You
る、
don't become accustomed, you don't become skilled in. Narete inai hito ni totte wa. What is this? Totte. In that way. Totte wa muzukashii to 感じることが多い。
とては
難しい、
多い Yeah, okay.
多い。
感じる Yes.
感じる、
Alright, I'm getting some stuff. この配信は手の動きが素早くないと取れないため。Purpose, right? I swear.
ため、
I think I get it. I think they're saying don't mash. I think we got it. 手を動きが is like saying hand movement. So hand movement is the subject. What are we saying about the hand movement? 素早くない which is not rapidly. I guess there's no excessive part, but I think it's saying excessive, right?
素早い、
Suya is quick, agile, whatever. 素早くないと取れないため。取れない。Let's actually read this. 取るものこと。取ることが。
取れない。
取る
ことができる。
ができないこと。Really? Both kotos? 取ることが a taking thing? You can't. Let's read a sentence. あるものを取ろうとしても、それが思うように生かす。生かす。I sure love seeing a wall of grammar. Let's see if there's. No, I gotta find.
生かす。生かす。
生かす。
動詞、
動詞。行く。It is 行く。の。
未然形、
未然形。Irrealis. This is one grammar thing I gotta look up more. Irrealis forms. I don't know how much this actually pertains to Japanese, but it is interesting. No.
未然形、
未然形。
打ち消し。
打ち消し。Negative. 打ち消しの。
助動詞、
助動詞。Inflecting dependent word. Auxiliary verb. Languages other than Japanese. But I like inflecting dependent and a bound auxiliary. That's kind of sick. I'm gonna have to look that up later. 助動詞。ずから生かす。
近世、
近世。上方語 It's a recent word. 江戸関西。上方語。
上方語、
近世、
近世上方語。Edo period Kansai. I didn't even think about dialects through history, bruh. Alright. Let's see if we can pick it up in an example. Ninjo.
人情、
Ninjo ya.
上手、
Ninjo ya joshi wo
ほぐす。
hogusu. Never seen that. I like that.
上方語、
Why does it say that? Hogos. Appreciate? Yeah, I'm adding that. This was going my generic Yogan words that are use words. And then they use the form Yogan koto. 人情や
上手、
上司を understanding, no, this, what is it? I just learned it. Come on.
ほぐす、
Hogos. That doesn't even say ho. That says kaisu. Why is the...
返す
Yeah, I was about to say. I just added this, but I don't like that
Hogusu.
sound.
ほぐす、
返す
If it should be that. Kaisu. Because my audio on this is hogosu.
ほぐす、
No, we can't have that. It's gotta be kaisu. I guess I'll delete this and see if I can get it to re-add.
ほぐす、
But specifically with... There it is. Use this audio for Anki card. Make sure this shows up properly. Y'all can't see it.
返
but
す
Kaisu. That's it. Okay, we did it.
This isn't gaming.
No, Gabby, I put it in just chatting. It's just Japanese practice. Although you're hopping in, I'm probably gonna stop in about 4 minutes because I've been going for about an hour and a half. Where was I just gonna put this? Oh yes, Shabu for talking. I'm looking at rhythm games. I mean, that's kind of game related. It's rhythm game terminology, rhythm game words for I guess rhythm game terms, rhythm game vocab, yeah, stuff like that. I just saw Ikazu and it threw me. この配信は手の動きが素早くないと取れないため、初心者や What's this?
慣れる、
慣れたいない慣れていない It's not ongoing 慣れていない人にとっては難しいと感じることが多いです。階段上に I'm at stairs. 階段 is rhythm game stairs.
階段、
階段上に配信されてノーツが They really like repeat the same phrase. 階段上 is like the form of stairs. Something's becoming in the form of stairs.
階段上
配信されて Haichin is layout. Why is Joe form and
上、
I guess layout is like a description of the form it takes. Okay, haichin sareta. So they get put in the form of stairs. The layout sarete. Isn't this cause or potential? Oh, it's the other one. Receptive. Okay, that's what it is. Sareru is receptive. So they get the form, or they get the layout. They get the layout of the form of stairs. Cool. Kaidan. Yeah. Kaidan 上に配信されたノーツが2つ。I just read this earlier. I don't got it.
連続、
連続。
された、
連続。
階段上、
Why is it saying all those back to back?
連続、
One thing and everything else. 連続できてくるもの。What? I've never seen that. I guess it's awa?
語は、
Well, text to speech got it wrong. I need to alternate it because I think counter reading is actually better. Default text to speech be getting shit wrong. I'm probably gonna have to change that at some point.
あわ、
Go, yeah, just read this go. Awa. Yeah, we're gonna have to read this. Ahu. Why? What is this? Why are they both the same?
自動詞
jidoshi. Intransitive verb. I don't know if they use transitivity like we do in the same way.
アブ
Abu. Awa abu. Hai yon? What is this?
は行
Hagyo. The E column. I should probably note this gyo usage. Hagyo. If I could find. Why did it turn to gyo? Ah, I was looking for gyo. Oh, wait.
行
Yeah.
行
I should add this to my linguistics deck. Oh no, my Anki crashed. What died?
行は
My text to speech died. A shame. Maybe I should restart my Anki then. But no, I'm putting in Gyo into linguistics. Gengogaku. Alright. Kaidan上に配置されたノーツが2つ連 just on this 連続
連続
連続で出て What's that real? 出て
出てくる
That's super silly
連続
連続で出てくるで出てくるものそのもの No
場合
by okay 連続で出てくる場合は That makes so much more sense than what I was looking at.
二重
二重階段
階段
二重階段と呼ばれます二重階段はさらに高いスピード Is that
間
Yeah 高いスピード関東 I forget this all the time. Is that ただ
正確さ
Oh, 正確 Is that 正確 for answer? It is. I'm gonna add that. I've heard that enough times and forgot it. It's worth remembering. That goes into Taigen, the body words, or I think Kirdali called them static words and Yogan active words, but I'd rather use the Japanese terms. Seikaku. But that's seikakusa. Oh yeah, the correctness. Alright. Kanto seikakusa ga 求められる Whoa 求められる Holy crap Tongue twister
求められる
求められる Whew But it's just 求める Which is another want? I've never heard of this 求める Let me actually look up the Japanese one to know the difference 求められる何者が何者かが something 体主体
主体
Oh 主体 the core also subject 何者か主体に
要求
要求 Well it's the same kanji so I guess there is something about desire in there 要求しているということ要求を受ける sell? No, receive 要求を受けた状態
主体
just 主体主体属
そばから
そばからそういうことそばから言う
表する。
表するもの。Let's run that back.
要求。
要求を受けたしたい。
そばから、
したいそばから。Right after what? したい。core. What kind of core?
したい。
受けた。core received.
受ける。
What did you receive?
要求。
要求。要求を受けたしたい。not うから。
そばから。
そばから言う。Oh, it's something you say right after getting, not getting, it's something you say right after receiving desire.
表する。
You 表したもの。Okay. It's the feeling of desire as you experience itself. Okay, I'm gonna press on. Niju Kaiden.
二重。
二重階段と呼ばれます。二重階段はさらに Isn't that to be big furthermore? Yeah, さらに Alright, good to know. 二重階段は
さらに
高いスピード感とThat's not ただ正確さが求められる。Oh, it's just 一段られる is what's it called? Receptive.
求められる。
Does it get wanted or potential to be wanted? 感度せかさが求められるため Not too sure about continue 上の
上級者、
上級者で opposite of初心者 Yes, we got it. 上級者 I'll add that to talking as well. I'd like to distinguish myself. 上級者でも
苦戦。
苦戦することがあります Interesting. All of this wasn't related to I think I'll leave it there. I got a nice little over an hour. I'll consider continuing to stream more of my studies, just in general, something to do. Hopefully I get people involved, help correct me a bit. But so far, so good. I'll see about doing this every Friday. I'm not going to really advertise it until I actually do it with regularity. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to try my best. If you did stop by, thank you so much. See y'all again next time. Maybe I will play some games next time, but it'll have to be in Japanese. We'll have to see. Alright, peace.